Hello everybody, Jam here with a confession to make. It's video 2 of a new series and I've already messed up. I'm watching back the race that I've already done previously on my screen up there because I kind of messed up and deleted the whole recording after I was done making the first video, which you'll hopefully have already seen. So I'm going to try something different and post-comp this second race, and hopefully it goes better than my start, because I can't do standing starts, and it was rubbish. Although I did go for an ambitious dive bomb on James Thompson in the Alfa Romeo into turn 1. Didn't quite get it done on him by the time we got round the first chicane and through to the sort of back second little short straight, but I did get back past one of the BMWs. I believe that's Andy Prelo, and I think I'm saying his name correctly at last. I don't know. James Thompson wasn't going to stay in front of me for very long, because up into what I think I'm going to call turn 2, although I could argue it being turn 4 because of the chicane at turn 1. I don't really know. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? I'm going to call it turn 2 anyway. We got it done up the inside. Into turn... well, I'm actually going to call turn 4. I hit Tarquini! It's Tarquini! Obviously featured very heavily in the Brands Hatch race as well, came second to me there. That was just a pre-season sort of testy, first time try sort of thing, whereas this is obviously a series now, and he's making contact with his teammate. Oh, are they teammates? Because they sort of look like the same livery, but also not. Anyway, I'm up to P5. Did I mention... I don't know what I mentioned. There's a reverse grid for race 2, and it's a reverse top 8. So because I finished 5th in the first race, I started 3rd. But because I had a bad start, I went down to 7th, and I'm now back up to 5th again, trying to make it 4th, as we have a little look up the inside of, now not Tarquini, in the other Seat, it's Tiago Montero, I think. Once again, not getting it done in the chicane, but a good run down towards turn 2, and up the inside. Nicely done, maybe? Is he going to hold it all the way around the outside? The AI are quite good at doing that. Those long sweeping corners are very good at holding the momentum around the outside, and he does, he's still there. And he's going to have the inside as we head towards this very interesting, probably my favourite and least favourite corner simultaneously, this left-hander. I really like those braking zones that aren't straight, but they are a real pain to get right. But I've tried to stick it all the way around the outside, and as we run down into the fast, almost flat-out chicane, it seems to have worked. Although, bit of a moment on the second apex of the chicane, and the Seat's back through. Can I go for a lunge up into the final corner? Maybe not. It looked like I was shaping up for it, but I said in the qualifying of the first race I was really struggling with that final corner throughout the entire round. Well, in this race I actually managed to sort of get my line right and work out how to take it properly. It didn't pay off much there, but in the long run, there was definitely an improvement. Also trying to go for an improvement of position back into my potentially favourite and least favourite corner. The Seat sort of seemed to stack up to each other there, so pretty easy move on the exit really. Taking a lot of grass, trying to open up the fast chicane as much as possible. I can't. Those really long, fast, really fast corners like that. The AI are able to take this really swooping wider line and carry so much momentum, and I just can't do it. I just don't have the lock, and it's not even the lock, it's I don't have the skill because I'm bad. But we are up to 4th, so not that bad. Some Jatu video there. I hope that doesn't come out on your end, and we're up to lap 5, and it's Larini, my other Italian friend. Well, sort of fake Italian friend. I'm still claiming I have Italian friends just because I'm driving Giovanardi's car. That's my whole shtick. He had a really bad exit from the turn 1 chicane complex and into turn 2. I didn't even have to do it into the corner this time. It's another position. I think that's the 3rd time we've made an overtake into that corner. Oh no, we didn't quite get it done on Montero, did we? 3rd time we've attempted an overtake into that corner. 2nd time we've got it done in just 5 laps, and hard on the brakes, having to dart to the right there to avoid Tom Coronel in his Seat. Lots of Seats in this race, at least near me. Obviously Larini's in the Chevy, but yeah, I'm good at contradicting myself, aren't I? But what's going on? Fast chicane again, once again using a lot of the apex curbs, or the inside curbs, on the way in and the way out. And status quo, not getting. Oh, that's not. See, I said I'd sorted out my line into the final corner. That wasn't it. That's not the line I was trying to take. But I seem to have just about gotten away with it. Ran a bit wide. Dropped back from the. I've dropped back from the top two, but I'm currently running third. I'm in the podium places. This is going far too well. Oh, that was a little bit of a drift there, wasn't it? I was being very good at being hard onto the brakes into that corner. Just had a little bit of a moment there. But I've still managed to get a good exit, and I'm putting the pressure on Tom Coronel once again. And once again, he covers the inside into this corner. I sort of dart to the outside, kind of tuck it back and look to the inside on the exit. Looks like I'm trying to. Can I get an overlap into the fast chicane though? No. And I don't think, say, I can carry quite as much speed through the AI through here. You can really see how different the lines are. I'm really trying to tuck back in for that slightly narrower exit. And it seems to have worked for me momentum-wise. And I can actually go for an overtake into the final corner. But again, this is the line I'd sort of worked out. I'd worked out the line, but I hadn't worked out my words. That is the line I was trying to do. Get to that apex curb early and hug the curb around the inside. But it didn't work because Tom Coronel just drove around the outside of me. And the transitions in the video are really horrible today. I really hope they're not coming through for you as well. But there was a big stutter from me there. And there was a big slide and a big bit of contact. And another big bit of contact. That's very eventful and feisty with I'm still behind Tom Coronel. Are we going to go into the back of him there as well? Well, I think we might have just done. Slightly cutting across the apex curb there. That was a bit cheeky. Maybe a bit over the line. But I wasn't particularly happy with. I think he could have given me more room through the fast right-hand king a couple of corners ago. So I'm going to stick with it. And Lorini's followed me through. And it's Tarquini in the lead. We've got a sort of Italian podium lockout. How is it going this well? And I mean, there's always going to be a detriment to something. I really hope that wasn't. No, Lorini! It was going too well. And I apologise for the noise my voice box made as I was exclaiming at Lorini there. Yeah, I was going to say that the bad point of the video was the video itself with the jittery transitions. Look, there's another one. I don't know why it's doing that. But no, I mean, if you saw in race 1 into turn 1, I just not as confident on the brakes as the AI, consistently having to brake a bit earlier. And that's what happens when the AI brake a lot later than you. Yeah. So we're back down to P7, which is where I was at the end of lap 1, I think. But we've only got 5 laps to go. I mean, the points go down to 8th. If we can keep getting points in this series, I'll be quite happy. I'm not expecting to jump out and win it. I need to keep reminding myself that I'm very new to using my wheel. And this whole series is a learning curve. I'm not going to be immediately on the pace. But I'm also really, really competitive, and I don't like it when I'm not on the pace. So as much as I'll whine and I'll moan, this is all good practice for me. And I'm mostly having a lot of fun whilst doing so. And so much for not being able to brake as late as the AI into the first corner. I think I might have actually got the move done before the braking zone on far fast there. But it's a position regained up into P6 with now 4 laps to go. We're going to stay on board as we head down towards... Yeah, I'm going to keep calling it turn 2. See what's going on here. That's looks like Montero was a little bit wide there compared to the IS headroom. I don't know if was there a position change up ahead. I think Montero was definitely running a little higher than that earlier, but I'm right onto the back of him already. Can I send one to the inside? No, I can't. It's very difficult to get to the inside if you don't have an overlap early in that corner, because you're already turning into the sort of it's a gradual slight kink of a corner in the braking zone for the really tight bit. So it's very hard to get up the inside there. You don't really want to stick your nose in up the inside into that fast chicane either, but I sort of looked like I was having a go at it. And again, you can see from Farfas in the background there how wide he was coming out of that chicane compared to me. And there's my new line into the final corner, diving into the curb and try and hug the inside all the way around the final corner. And it's actually worked for me this time. What a surprise! Clearing Montero there very early on. Farfas looking like he was trying to have a go at Montero as well there. I'm sat in the slipstream of Thompson. I think it's still Thompson in the Alpha. Once again, an outbraking manoeuvre into turn 1 on the AI. That's what happens when I normally try and brake as late as the AI. That was a bit of a track cut. Although the game was fine with it. The game doesn't. There is track limits in the game. I got dinged once throughout the entire weekend. It was at turn 1, but it was the first apex of the right-hander that I just sliced over a little bit too much. That middle apex that everyone's taking loads of curb of, and I'm rally crossing across. Take as much as you want. That's absolutely fine. That isn't an area that you really want to rally cross on, though. Especially when you've already had to regain a couple of positions. It's been a yo-yo of a race, that's for sure. Started 3rd, dropped to 9th, I think, up to 7th by the end of the first lap. Worked my way up to 2nd, dropped back to 7th, got back up to 4th, I think it was, and now we've dropped back to 6th again. And we now start the penultimate lap of the race with another horrible jittery bit. That's more like it. Using a lot of curb through the middle part of the chicane there, but not the grass. I don't know what Montero was playing at though. He had a terrible exit. I don't know if he was checking up behind the Alpha up ahead, but just blitzed past down the straight down towards what I'm still going to call turn 2. So back up into P5. A top 5 in this race after everything that happened would be, yeah, we'd absolutely take that. It wouldn't be good, wouldn't be great, because the potential was there. I mean, we're still only, we're tantalisingly close to the lead, really. This is essentially a train of cars that takes us up to Tarquini in the lead of the race. Look, there he is in that yellow backed Seat at the front of the queue. He's flying past the front of the screen there as well. Just entering the final corner now. But yeah, I dearly love a podium because I definitely had the pace for it. Top 5 is a solid result. And like I said, if I can keep scoring points, that would be nice. If we can score more points than 5th, that would be lovely. Having a go at James Thompson in the Alpha into the final corner there. Not getting it done. Was it James Thompson I had tried to overtake into turn 1 a couple of laps ago before I ended up really rallycrossing it? I think it was. We had a look at trying to do it again into turn 1 there, but I had to brake earlier than the AI, unsurprisingly. Didn't get the move done on the way in, but Thompson messed up on the way out. So, didn't even have to out-drag him down towards turn 2 this time. Just basically got him before on the corner exit from the turn 1 chicane. And look at that! A good turn 2, and we're right on the back of Nicola Larini! I think that's his full name. I've just realised I've been saying it with a lot of confidence. And I've gone slamming into the back of him. Didn't quite have the same impact as when he slammed into the back of me, but I still felt bad about it, so I lifted off and I didn't take the position because that's not how I wanted to get a podium. I must admit, at the time, I'd forgotten it was Larini that punted me off in the first place 5 laps ago. If I'd remembered that, I probably would have stuck my foot to the floor and stolen the podium back. But, you know, I don't like racing like that. It was that Seat going very wide around the final corner there. This could be a bit of a drag race to the line at the back there. I say at the back there, literally 2 places behind. But no, Montero's good to carry home P6. And my driver was, I'm going to give it back to Giovanardi. Giovanardi is my AI driver. Obviously looking very excited when he crossed the line there. And they're still going at it as they race around turn 1 on what is now the in-lap. I don't have control of the car. Or I didn't have control of the car at this point either. But that's the end of race 2. End of round 1. And for the next race, the next round, there's going to be some ballast involved. Now, because I messed up with the recordings, you're actually going to see now a quick sneak preview of the next video. It's only a screenshot with my beautiful face on it. But that is the ballast and the points. At the end of the first round is the first 2 races at Curitiba combined, and this will be the ballast and the championship standings going into the next round. I probably completely over-explained that. Anyway, I've been waffling a lot in this video, so it's time for me to stop. and I will see you in the next one, whenever that is. Goodbye.